Hey guys, I'm John from SurfFX. I'm with the better Tardrew from Code Foils with Bongy. First, where'd that nickname come from?
Bongy came from my dad. We don't really know why. He just thinks I was a crazy kid, so he gave me a crazy nickname when I was a kid. Yeah, it's not as sus as everyone thinks.
You weren't like stealing garden hoses from the neighbors and
yeah, of
getting
course.
the Gatorade bottle.
But Dad didn't know about that, so that's not how the nickname came.
Yeah, sure, Dad did.
Yeah.
And we're looking at the Code foil range. So, as you probably know, we've got 3 foils out from Code now. We got an S, we got an R, and we got the new X. So let's have a little run through the range. So the newest is the X. Where's my X? X in the middle. Easily you can spot it because it's got the more curved up tips. What are some other features that kind of separate this from the others and just the design of it?
Yeah, well the obvious difference, is the angles. So the front on profile, I mean we're pretty technical, we call it the moustache. And basically this gives the X like the surfability, like the roll. Everyone that uses an X feels like they feel closer to like surfing a shortboard. They can get closer to the pocket, they can roll in tighter spots. That and its lower aspect, which also helps for that.
A bit better on the stall speed, the lower end stall speed?
Yeah, it's got a really smooth, when you're paddling onto a wave, it's got a real smooth lift.
So paddling onto waves, it's definitely, it's the more surf focused wing.
Yep, and winging as well, like winging in waves.
Winging waves.
The other thing we love it is behind boats. Like in Switzerland, we got to surf boat washes.
And what sizes for behind the boat?
For me, I was on the 810. For a little bit bigger, or the boat wash we were on was actually massive, but I'd say a normal wakeboard boat wash, I would probably go the 890.
Okay.
Yeah, but smaller waves, the 985, it just depends on the situation and body weight, obviously.
And how are these on foil drive?
Foil drive, I would say they would be the pick of the bunch. For me, for my brother, who's foil drived a lot because he's been injured, he's always on either the 890 or the 985. Because the weight of the foil drive, he uses a bigger foil.
Yeah, a little bit more lift.
And they still roll amazing. So anything in the surf, X series for us for the foil drive.
Now most guys pair these up with the medium tail.
The medium fuse, everyone's got their own feel. There's a lot of people love the small. There's people that want even more to surf more aggressively, and they would generally go for a smaller fuse. The medium just balances out and slows down the pump. It's just like a little bit more pitch stable as well.
Is there an X recommended tail?
I prefer the AR tail with it. There are a lot of people that use the R tail, which really we didn't think would be that popular.
Combo,
yeah, people love it. They use the 120 tail. It just gives them that glide and they still feel they can roll, no worries because of the X. But tail size and fuse size is really, it's such a personal thing. It's hard to generalize, yeah.
So a lot of my customers have gotten this because they want a more surfy, they've got S's, they want something more surfy, more that rail to rail feel.
Yep.
Tends to be the go-to for them with a bit of sacrifice on the pump and glide, but massive gains on the surfability, isn't it?
Yeah, and they ended up pumping better than we thought. Like we were always like, oh, we don't really want them to pump. We just want to be able to surf it as good as we can.
Not the design goal, is it?
Yeah, but we started using them and they were surfing great, and we're still linking, 2-3 waves in the surf. So it's a bonus that it does pump, but definitely not as good as the S or the R.
Any significant things about the foil profile through as it goes to the tip at all, or?
Yeah, the section we use, without going into too much detail, it's not as lifty as the others. It's a lot smoother and it's a lot easier to control in bigger waves.
Okay.
So you're not getting, as it gets more powered up, you're not getting more front foot pressure. It's really balanced, and you can go on pretty big waves on an 810, which is still a decent size foil, and you're not going to get boosted off the front.
So that 810 initially was the most popular for us, but we're selling more and more of the bigger ones now, as kind of guys who've had the bigger S's are kind of changing over to get that bigger wing, looser, more turny.
Yeah. Yeah, my daily foil, or the one I would leave in the car the most, would be the 890.
And how much do you weigh?
80 kilos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's like anything sort of 1-2 foot, which is pretty, common around Kira Currumbin, it's 890 for me.
Cool. Okay. Now maybe explain 1 to 2 foot here in Australia is where on you,
No,
because people
like,
are
you know,
people
like
are
2
all over
foot's-
measuring all
2
over.
foot's like a decent size wave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. A
Yeah,
2
it's
foot
fun.
wave is a
Yeah.
you know, for me head high, for you
Yeah.
a little bit over.
So yeah. Yeah. And yeah, once it gets, you know, like a little bit more juice, then I'll go to 8-10.
Yep.
And on the real small days, whereas like, you know, knee
Grovel,
high,
grovel days. Yeah.
the 985 is so much fun. Yeah.
Now the S, we thought this would cannibalize the S massively, but we are still selling as many S's as ever. Main difference, I think, is that glide that people get out of it.
Yeah.
If they want just more of that cruisier feel, but even when these came out, they were an aggressive surfing foil.
Yeah.
They're still fitting in here. Where is this now in the range for it?
Yeah, so the S to us is still super relevant and probably the most popular foil still worldwide for us, because it balances everything, you know. Not everyone wants to hit that pocket, hit that white water. You know, not everyone wants to do that. And a lot of people foil for that special feeling of glide.
Just cruise, yeah.
Yeah, and the S gives that amazing glide and pump. And it's still something you can surf and push pretty hard. I mean, we've all seen videos of guys absolutely ripping on the S.
So, you know, you said before that, you know, it doesn't have as much, the X doesn't have as much lift in this. And you can feel it on the bottom, particularly in this section here from this kind of half towards the fuselage.
Yep.
There's a lot more of a, you know, scalloped out, which produces a lot of that.
It is
lift.
a liftier section and a more efficient foil. So yeah, you get that pump and glide, and it's slightly higher aspect, which gives it more efficiency. At the trade-off is it doesn't roll quite as easy as the X, but if you push on your toes and heels, you can still, you know, you can still push
around.
it. Yeah,
And you can go a little bit smaller.
Like I would
get the
say,
same lift.
yeah, I would say. So if you were using, what do you got there?
That's a
If you're using
980.
if you're using like an 850 S, I would say an 890 X is going to be
comparable. in
pretty
the lift.
comparable. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the other is the R,
Yep.
the R wings. So these are your high aspect R for race.
Yeah.
Where are these sitting at the moment?
So these are, I guess we've started the X, gone to the S, and the R are sort of, pretty linear. So the R is more high aspect, more efficient. If you're going to go downwind fast, pump foiling, anything where you need efficiency, the R is still the foil to go to for us. And it's, you know, it's still got that balance we try to keep. Like you can still surf it and have fun on it, but it's more at the opposite end of the X. It's obviously not going to surf anywhere as well.
Yeah.
It's going to pump way better.
But it lifts on a downwind situation.
Yeah. I mean, when we brought the R out, over 2 years ago now, I think, you know, we were downwinding on a 680, which at the time was like unheard
That was
of.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's still super relevant, super fun downwind, and still super fast. Like we just won some races in Perth on the R. So yeah, I mean, it's still blowing us away how good the R goes.
So a very up and coming area of the sport is the docking and flat water pumping. What's the go-to of the code stuff for kind of like the setup for flat water pumping?
Yeah, for me, anyone that can dock start already, I would go the big R's.
Yep.
Because you just get more bang for your buck per pump.
Better glide.
So less
better
input
drive.
per meter, I guess, however you want to say it. For beginners, I would go a bigger S because it's like
13, 15.
Yeah, super stable. I think I learned to dock start on a 1540.
Yep.
And that was super easy. Like it was, I think it took me 20 goes. Everyone laughed at me. Then
Everyone has a laugh.
Then it was good. Yeah, it was entertaining. Yeah.
Is there a go-to, like again, it's a personal thing, but is there kind of a go-to fuselage length or tail size for docking?
Yeah, so same. When you're starting, you'd want to be medium or long. So when you land on the board, it's more stable.
Yeah.
And then the guys that get better at it go smaller, so the pump's lighter. So yeah, it's similar to surfing, you know, like when you're beginning, you start on a big stable setup, and then when, the guys in Switzerland, like extra small fuse, tiny tail, some of them use no tails, and like they'll dock start on like a 850.
No tail.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Nuts.
They're experts at it,
Yeah,
so obviously.
not the beginner setup,
Yeah.
but. Oh, cool. Well, thank you for coming and having a chat. And said the bigger of the X series are really starting to do well. And it's something that, you know, if you're starting to want to get a bit more aggressive with the way you're surfing, definitely that's the way to go.
Sweet.
Who started the easel?